Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. Afloat, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
And hello, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody has had a wonderful Merry Christmas. Can you believe it? The new year is upon us. So here we are. I woke up bright and early. I got myself nice and chipper. I got me another. Oh, look, you can't see him. You can see him walking. He's walking on this. Another new mug. Another birthday gift came in last night. I've got my Don't Stop Believing mug. It's full. It's ready to go. Yummy. I got me a new necklace too. It says "Get Lost." You little Bigfoot there, getting lost. So, well, let's bring on my guests, of course. We have to do that. There he is, of course. If I could find the right... Jojo, Mr. Jojo.
Hey! All right, you're looking good.
Good morning.
You're looking good.
I am trying to, I never did do that. Oh, well. This is going to be a learning experience for me folks today. Okay. You do have to bear with me.
You got a bunch of new equipment.
And I'm trying it all out, and so far so good. It'll work itself out. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. But hey, somebody's coming.
Good.
Can you hear that? Somebody's coming. Somebody's flying in from Kansas or somewhere. I don't know.
Someone's got their chopper. There he is.
Good morning, everyone.
Enzo Surreal in the house this morning. We got him up.
My time machine has a muffler problem. That was that sound. I am rolling through time right now. I am ready to leave 2022 in my rear view mirror.
That is the spirit. That's what we want to hear. Just move on. Forget about all the crap that's happened. You got to live for today, and you have to live for the future. But don't dwell. Don't dwell in the past stuff, because you can only make yourself sick by doing that. Literally, you can make yourself sick. But awesome. What I was looking for was the door. I have a door knocking, but I guess I never, with all the issues I had yesterday, I never ended up downloading it. So I was looking, where's my doorbell? I want Enzo to knock on the door to come in. I couldn't find it because it's not there. Mm-hmm. So, but at least I got back up and running, and that is the most important part, for sure. And did you hear the double music at the very beginning?
No, I missed it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, right here, I have my iPad, and it was just user error. I forgot to turn the volume off. So it was playing the song right here next to the mic over again. I was like, what the heck am I hearing?
We just figured you're doing some experimental production.
I am trying a little bit of everything. So, but that was user error. That was just me not making sure that iPad volume was turned off. So other than that, how are you gentlemen this morning?
Very good.
You're doing good.
Mostly caffeinated.
And I saw a little peek of you yesterday debugging your stuff. Good for you. It's all working perfectly now.
Yeah, it's weird because nobody knows how to help with a Mac. It is different.
Really?
It's totally different, and different things you have to do, and different places in your system to go look at what's the problem. And oh Lord. And I'm like, the last thing I need is to start fiddling more and cause something or delete something that I shouldn't.
So you're saying you think in this space, Macs aren't as popular?
Yeah. In streaming, Macs are definitely not popular. There are a lot of people who use a Mac and for streaming and gaming, but they have very special systems. They've created their system and they know how to use it properly.
They're on the Mac island.
Yeah. I just, this is just what I had at home when I started streaming. So I'm trying to make it work. It is working. It is now. It seems to be. I'm going to have glitches here and there, but that's to be said. 'Cause from all the videos I have watched in the last 24 hours, Mac does that because wasn't created to do streaming or any of that stuff. It was mostly created for graphics and for drawing, and that everybody says that. Yeah,
that's the thing with Mac and Apple in general is it's very niche things, and it's really good at those things. If you start going outside of that, then it starts getting wonky.
Right. And the more I looked, it's like they never anticipated Mac's doing what people want them to do with audio. It's doesn't want to do certain things with audio. That was very specific in all the places I went and I looked at and read and everything, is that that's a big issue, and they're trying to figure it out. And probably maybe the newer models like the iPads and the laptops, the new what's the new M1 and M2 and all those systems, they're probably fine now, but I'm using a 4-year-old system. And after 2 years, any system is already getting outdated.
Yeah. As sad as that is.
Yeah. So I'm going to ride this puppy till I can't anymore.
Right into the ground. That's good. But when you upgrade, try and get the most whiz-bang, superest, biggest, bestest thing you can, just so that it lasts a little bit longer.
Right. Yeah.
Because you can go like the economy route, but that's you're almost cutting its life in half when you do that. You almost have to go bleeding edge if you want something to hang around for a while.
And that is where everybody who's watching right now comes into play. Because if you guys get me up to 1,000 subs, then I may put a little more into this. If that happens, I've been telling everybody I'm going to steal the theater room and make it a real studio. My husband doesn't know that yet, but he will eventually.
Yeah, that's that magic number. You start getting into there, and then you start getting some ad money in there, and then people can send in super chats and things like that. I want to know that if I'm going to really go and expand and keep doing this, or providing content, that I can pay for my StreamYard and pay for the music and pay for the games I do, and because it gets up there, So even if I brought in a little bit, that would help with my streaming. A lot of people don't realize that there is a cost to this, and if you don't have anything coming in, it's all out of your pocket.
Right. I don't work, people, so I've got to justify to my husband that this is all worth it, and I go, they're my friends. He's like, okay, and then he buys me a Stream Deck, and then I'm happy.
Good for him.
Yeah. So he
you
does
weren't that happy the other day.
I wasn't, because you want everything to just plug and play, Yeah. This is the age of plug and play. Put it in and everything should just work all by itself.
and someday it will, but we're on the bleeding edge of streaming and streaming production now.
Yeah, and I thought I was going to have to download that OBS to get things to work. And I probably will in the future, but for right now, I just, want to be able to touch a button and boom, there's my chat. Oh, let me try that out. Matter of fact, boom, let's see. There's my chat. It's so neat to have these hotkeys set up now where I don't have to touch my mouse anymore to go navigate StreamYard.
Well, we're watching you. We don't want any touching your mouse either. You leave your mouse alone.
That's you crazy.
What could that possibly mean?
Crazy.
That's an entirely different show.
That is a top shop thing right there. Anyway, so yesterday I got more gifts.
My fingers over that button. It's like, I can't do it. I can't push the button. But, no, it's funny because it's we sit here and go like, man, it's such a pain in the butt to get this to work and that to work, and you finally get it. You're super happy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you only go back like 20 years, each of us right now has the power of a small like TV station with all the graphics and the production and stuff like that goes into it. That even a lot of small towns even today wish they had.
Yeah. You're right. We've all come a long way, and everybody. Who would have thought this is what I would be doing? I would have never thought that I would be sitting talking to people from another state, live just to shoot the shit, whatever. But morning, Chad. Welcome. So it's awesome, and I like it. I like it because I have the time. Number one, I have the time. So it fills my day. And then I find nice people like Jojo and Enzo,
Look
you
at
know,
that. You
who
bet.
like to talk as much as me.
Look, I'm here. I can go out here and I can talk here. I can say.
Oh, well, who would have thought that you would panic when you forget your phone at home?
Oh yeah, it's
You know,
it,
we're so used to having that around.
it's like a cattle tracking device now. If you walk out of your house, you will turn around and go back to get
Yes, yes. And I can remember having to go find a phone booth, to give my mom a call. Hey, come get me. I'm done. I'm out of the movies,
Yeah.
or
We'll be
I'm
by the
done
food
roller
court.
skating, Mom. I'm done roller skating. Come pick me up. And she would be home and she would pick up the phone. Right?
With like the 30-foot long spiral cord that would reach around the corner.
Oh
yeah, I remember those.
Who didn't have fun wrapping themselves up on that thing, while you're talking to your friends?
Then we go downtown to one of the stores, right? Because I remember as a kid growing up, we had like one phone in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'd get that ultra deluxe long phone cord and then an ultra deluxe long spiral one too, right? We could stretch those cords
all the way.
I mean, across the house.
Yep. Yeah, I remember. I even remember my first phone number. Because back then you had to remember your phone numbers.
Yes. Well, yeah. And all your friends' numbers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. My mom got on the back of the yellow pages or white pages, there used to be, the cardboard covers. Okay. They were kind of cardboard covers. Well, the back had like a place to put name, phone number, area code over and over. So you could handwrite in numbers you needed. Well, she cut that out and she wrote everybody she knew, their names and numbers, and she laminated it and she put it right underneath the phone.
Yep.
I still remember that. But you did learn phone numbers because if you were out and about, you needed to call whoever you needed to call. So you had your important people, your mom, your dad's work, your best friend,
Yeah. You had to remember or sometimes you'd have your speed dials all programmed. So you had to remember whose number
was what,
which speed dial.
I've accidentally misdialed the wrong person with the wrong speed dial thing before.
Right.
It's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, what are you calling me for? It's sorry.
It's some chick you're dating that you didn't want to talk to ever again. Oops.
I thought you were. Wow. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Delete. But no, those are good times, right? I think
everyone had like the big giant address book with all the different phone numbers for all the different relatives.
Oh yeah.
I remember we had one of those that it had the little letter on there that you had to slide to the letter and you pushed the slip open.
Yes, I love those things. I still have a book address book that I would use for Christmas cards. This is one of the first years I didn't send out Christmas cards. I feel really weird. I think I'm going to go back to doing it.
I love retro.
But yeah, but I've told you guys this before. I'm a paper gal. I love writing things down because that's how I learn. That's how I remember. And it's probably what I will always do. So everybody, I dropped the link in the chat if you'd like to join us for our morning chat. But today we're going to be talking about some things my sister, who happens to be in the chat, sent me yesterday. Well, sent me, my husband, and one of my kids. She sent us some books, and they were very interesting books. So I would like to share those with you. Now, they were gag gifts, okay? But this first one was given to my youngest daughter. She's 15. And it's a coloring book. So we're excited because we like to do color books and stuff like that. But the title of this book is called The Cat Butthole Book. The cat.
The cat.
The cat
Oh.
butthole book. I
Butthole
see that.
book.
Thank you for that graphic. Now I understand
Wow.
completely.
Okay.
Yes. I was not sure.
Are
I was
you
not clear
getting
on what
it?
it was.
Are
now,
you getting that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know. Is that a black hole?
That's a black hole.
Yeah, it's back
And
here.
there are very interesting color pages, to say the least.
Uh-huh. Yes, I see.
It was hilarious. Cat porn. Oh my god. It's the cat porn, but you get the gist.
You get the gist.
You know, wait till these are colored. They're gonna look great. They're gonna look.
I guess my background would be Schrodinger's cat's butthole. Would be sorry.
Oh,
It's a
look,
physics joke there that nobody probably
Yeah,
got.
uh,
Uh-oh.
So that's what they pretty much all are, is just buttholes. So that was quite. Oh God, I didn't even see this one. Good Lord.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's
Which
nice.
it is true to life. That happens, you know. That
It
that
is, it
that does
is.
happen. Yeah. So very interesting and butthole-ish. So thank you, sister, for sending my daughter that.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy this cat's ass.
She goes, butthole, mom. And she opened and she goes, mom. It was hilarious.
Yes.
So we did get a really, really hard laugh. So that was the first book. The second one is one that she sent me, and it is called Thought-Provoking Questions to Answer While You Poop.
It's where I do my best thinking. It's
the bathroom guest book. You're supposed to stick this book into the bathroom with a pin and answer questions as you're pooping.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
Like
but
that.
it's going to be quite handy because I'm going to ask these questions here on the show.
Well, give us one. Give us one.
We're going to give you one. Okay, let's do the
one.
very first. Let's see what the very first one is. I haven't read them all, so I don't know. So I have not pre-done this. So let's see what the first one is. Given the choice of anyone in the world, who would you want as a dinner guest? Good question. That's an interesting question.
Is this a alive or dead thing, or just?
Given the choice of anyone in the world, so alive in the world, who would you want as a dinner guest?
I think I would have to go with your sister to ask why she's sending such strange pornographic things to you.
Because we do that to each other. Last year I sent her one about animal farts. So
she just said that in the chat there.
Oh.
But,
yeah, and it just shows a little poof coming out. It was a color. I think it was a coloring book too, but you saw a little poof coming out of the butts of all the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
she saw that. Yeah.
Who would I want to eat dinner with? Was that the question?
yes.
That's the question. Who would you want to have a dinner guest? And alive, somebody alive, because we'd all love to shoot the shit with Elvis and Prince and everybody. But
somebody alive. It is a hard one. I have to think about that a while. I mean, dead would be easy.
If I may need to go sit on the toilet to think of a really good answer. That's, of course, is how this game is played. But
I mean, of course, we'd all, if it was a dead, it'd all be some great historical figure, right? It'd be like, like Lincoln or Washington or Jesus or something, right? Like that, right?
Right. Somebody historical. But no, just here today, who would you want to be sitting next to having some roast beef and potatoes? You know, What would you?
Every name I come up with, I think they're dead. It's like,
Okay, I know.
Um,
I got mine.
You got yours. Okay, go, Jojo.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
I'd like to get inside his head and a little bit and find out, how he does what he does.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Boy, I'm still kind of drawing a blank because I kind of view like celebrity and stuff like that as like, no, they're just regular people. They got just more people know who they are than like me.
Right.
So I'm trying to think of who I would really want. That's a tough one. I can't draw on it real fast on that one.
Although I love a lot of good old time actors and actresses, I'm not quite sure I would want to sit next to one though.
Oh no.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
creative people, I would. See, another one coming to mind would be Andrew Lloyd Webber. Like, how do you do that? That's a major thing, and he's done lots of musicals.
Right.
How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Because he's got a mind. He's the creative part, whereas actors, they just bobble around on the screen or the stage.
Yeah,
I'm not interested so much.
For me, I think I would have to go with my on-screen, but I still have to go with my boyfriend. I call him my boyfriend, and that would be Keanu Reeves. I would
actually that'd be a good one
to have dinner next to Keanu Reeves because I think he's an altogether pretty nice guy. I mean, there hasn't been anything crazy about him.
And he doesn't take himself seriously or act seriously.
The guy still rides the subway and has a regular house in LA and wherever. Cool. I mean, he could have a house in every city in probably the world, but
he has a motorcycle company too.
He rides his motorcycle. He wears he likes these old boots you always see him walking around in, and that's him. That's who he is. He's just the person he is. But he's a little bit damaged. He's had a lot of people in his life who have died that were really close to him. And I think that's affected the way he is now, because I think he really does. He just wants to be who he is. I don't know him, but he seems like a genuine guy. My choice, Keanu Reeves. 100%.
That'd be good.
What do you think you would talk about?
I think we would talk. Well, you have to, of course, go through the whole my favorite movie of yours, and then we'd have to go with the worst movie you've ever made, ever. Because he's made some really shitty movies, but I watch him because I'm a fan. So I watch him. But yeah, there has been some doozies that I'm like, why did you do that?
I have no interest in I think he's a very nice guy and very deep, but I wouldn't have any interest in talking about his movies. Mm-hmm. I think he's more interesting as just a person.
Just a person.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's what
I kind of feel that way too. Not there's anything wrong with, wanting to know those questions. Sure. I think everyone kind of wants that, but they get that all the time everywhere they go is somebody's like, oh, you're my favorite movie. It was, and they rattle off something. They try and be cool and not one of the big hits, one of their other more obscure films and stuff like that.
Right.
It's actors and stuff like that. I think in general, usually end up being fairly disappointing that, especially when you see them nowadays through social media, you see how they really are. You're like, wow, this guy's kind of a jerk, that kind of a thing. I had a experience a couple of years back. I live near Wichita, Kansas, which is a big aircraft manufacturing town. Cessna and Lear and Boeing, a bunch of different aircraft manufacturing companies all are based out of here. And there's a big Cessna service center out by the airport. So sometimes we'll get celebrities that'll come in to get their, that are flyers that enjoy flying, and they'll stop in, and they usually have like a a rental
cool.
vehicle.
I agree.
And they were like, yeah, go out to eat. And I've run into I didn't have dinner with them. I just was in a restaurant. It's like, why is like that whole half of the restaurant separated from everybody else? And why is everybody all buzzing around the one table that their people are at? And the group I was eating dinner with, they were like, oh, that's Harrison Ford. And Harrison Ford could not have been bothered with any of it. He was just sitting there, just eating his food, head down, did not just that scowl on his face.
So he was into planes.
Oh yeah,
he talked to
Harrison
Ford.
Yeah, he'd like that. We could probably strike a conversation about aircraft, but I was the only one in my group that recognized the person with him, which was who was all smiles. He was posing for pictures with the wait staff and signing autographs. Yeah. Kurt Russell, super dude.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Kurt Russell, I could see him being a really nice guy. He's married to Goldie Hawn.
Are they still married?
Yeah, I think. Well, they've never been married. They've just always been a couple.
Right.
See, I guess if we're going to go celebrities, if I had my chance, I would have like snuck over there and I probably would have sat down and asked him a couple of questions, which had nothing to do with any of that. Is if anyone wants to go UFO bananas, the Phoenix Lights incident, if anybody recalls that was pretty popular.
Oh yeah, that would be.
There was an aircraft that was flying into Phoenix when that was all going on, and that pilot was reporting in on what he saw. That was Kurt Russell.
Yes,
because he is a private pilot. That's why he was there. He actually was there. That particular instance, when I saw them both, is Harrison Ford was getting his plane upgraded, and Kurt just kind of tagged along with him because he was thinking about getting the same upgrades. He just wanted to see what it looked like, once he got his new avionics package or whatever it was he was getting upgraded on his aircraft. Kurt Russell, A1 guy, just he was, and the wait staff were patient. I mean, of course, you've got two big celebrities right there in Wichita, Kansas. Of course, you're going to be like, hey, do you mind if I get a picture real fast? Because no one's going to believe me. That kind of. Kurt Russell was, more than happy. But after a while, I was like, okay. I just want to try, eat my meal because it looks really good. It's starting to get cold.
Yeah.
It was a Mediterranean restaurant.
That's got to be rough, though. All the paparazzi and everybody. Yeah. And I understand, we want to get a piece of that in our lives and all the magazines and news feeds and all of that. But there should be rules. I mean, for if you're in the middle of going into the restaurant to sit down and have a meal, there should be, some etiquette there where, they're going to eat now. We'll wait till they're finished. Right. Or when they're with their kids, trying to go to do something with the babies. I think that's wrong. They're like sticking cameras in the kids' faces and all that. Yeah,
that's bad.
Okay, I know who I'd want to talk to. Another one.
Okay.
Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah. I'd have some questions.
I mean, look at this guy. He's done so many things simultaneously. SpaceX, the cars,
the Tesla, now taking over Twitter,
and Twitter, and just think of each one of those things. There's like all the sub products that he's developed to create the main product, like all the battery technology he's had to develop. I mean, what makes the guy think? I mean, one of the things he's got to be able to do. He's
not very well liked anywhere.
Well, that's just
because he has his own opinions and he doesn't go with anybody's.
Twitter hates him. Tesla hates him. But
Tesla people hate him.
Oh yeah,
everybody hates their boss.
Everybody hates the boss, I guess. So,
right,
especially him. He's really smart, and he's probably right most of the time. Right?
Well, Tesla, I guess,
you have a lot of egos. There are a lot of egos in corporate America you have to deal with.
That's true. That was very true. I mean, look at the egos we deal with on our little level. Yeah. Okay, so imagine that level.
Yeah, it's like I have 13 subscriptions in my account, and I'm PO'd because that guy over there with 20 thinks he's a big shot. He's got 20. He thinks he's a big shot. Well, I'll show him.
Yeah, that happens to all of us for sure.
Well, we could name names, but we don't want to because we don't want to get into that.
Right. For sure. I guess the number one for Tesla, they've been saying a lot of things about how he's never there and he ignores them. And because he's got so many, like you said, projects all going on at the same time. Well, they feel that he's not giving them enough time, I guess.
I don't know if that's necessarily fair though, because for anybody that works at any giant company like that, whether it's Tesla or SpaceX or even Twitter, how much do you really see of your CEO that's in charge of the whole thing?
Right.
Probably not.
That's why he hires people under him to take care of that, stuff.
So, do I expect to call him up on the phone and say, "Yeah, I'm working through the math here on one of my problems here. Can you stop by my cubicle?"
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like anything. I mean, like, even like a military type setting, you have a hierarchy of people and mid-level management you have to go through before you everything like that. It's like, you may be doing amazing work. That doesn't mean the CEO is like going to stop by during your coffee break by your cubicle and be like, "Good job." That
you want to speak to the CEO on a daily basis, you got to work your way up to that level. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
You have to be the staff scientist or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Because not only is he very busy, but look at all the money things he has to worry about. Just finances he has to worry about. Right?
How many lawyers do you think that guy has?
Well, if he's smart, he doesn't have.
Well, he's probably got one.
I hear you.
One just to deal with the news, one to deal with internet, one to deal with his finances, one to deal with relationships. He's got to have one for every aspect of his life, for sure.
I mean, do you think he really cares that much? I think he's got a vision.
Well,
vision of Twitter, and I really don't think he gives a shit what the average guy opinion is of
probably not. Yeah, no, not the average.
He wants people to want to use the product, but he doesn't give a shit about their business plan.
Right.
Right.
I don't think.
Yeah, his ideas for Twitter are very different from its current state. He wants an everything program. He wants, if you want to live stream on Twitter, like what we're doing on YouTube right now, that's what his plan is. If you want to have some kind of a GoFundMe type, funding drive kind of a thing, you use Twitter for that. He wants to turn Twitter into an everything type model.
Yeah. Or it's like it's not a browser per se, but in a way it becomes your super browser on your devices, right? You go into the new Twitter he's got, and you can do all the crap that's interesting that you can do on the internet right now, that kind of thing.
Keep forgetting my login for Twitter. I don't know how many times I have reset that because I don't use it. So
that's a good problem I want him to solve. I want him to solve the login problem. I'm tired of having 18 billion passwords.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want to have that anymore. And there are smart people that know solutions to that problem, but we need somebody big, high at the top who understands it. Right, who will execute one of those, inventions, right, and make it happen. Like one of the key things is to have you'll have some ID that's in a piece of, it's probably something you wear, okay? So you'll have to be you, so you'll have one password, and you have to have this device that you wear. That's the two things you need to have. And I say, okay, I can remember one password. Yeah. I can remember one password. And then these experts
That's what this does now.
Yeah. Well, haven't you seen the people who are getting the microchip in their hand? So when they go to open their door, the microchip in their hand freaking opens the lock to their door.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'm open to a lot of solutions.
That's the technology. Pretty soon we're all going to have chips and go to the grocery store and we just swipe our hand. We don't even need our phones anymore.
And maybe Musk's idea is all you got to do is log into Twitter, and that's
kind of is.
And you're there. You've got everything you need.
You don't need those 100 other passwords for Instagram and Facebook and Discord and your mail and all of these things, where if he has it all under one roof with Twitter, Twitter's all you'll need.
One login. Yeah, that's true.
Come in. The last thing we want to say is that we forgot our password, right? Because then it gets nuts. It's kind of like you're going to some site, doing something, and it mails you something, and then you click on that, and then it's some convolved thing, process you got to go through, right?
It has to be that way though, because any dork that knows basically your email could then just go onto every one of those things I just listed off and be like, "Oh, I forgot my password. Send me a new one." And they just change it over where they take it.
Fingerprint. Why not have like one of those cat card readers? You know how in the military they have a cat card reader, okay? And it's just a little reader. You stick your card in, and you can add that to your computer wherever to log into your system. Well, what if we had a little device where we put our thumbnail on there? That everybody has one of those, So you need to have.
Except I am worried about someone whacking my thumb off.
Well,
if you're important
there's always
enough,
a way around it.
Well, then that should be made.
Right?
It should be made an offense. What do you call it? A lifetime prison or something. If you cut somebody's finger off to access their accounts, then you should go to jail for the rest of your life.
Well,
make a harsh punishment so people don't want to do that shit.
If you capture the CEO of Citibank or something, it's like that's a lot of money. That's all I got to do is take a chance on going to jail if I cut his thumb off. There are people who'd be willing to do that probably.
Oh yeah,
it'd be like who's it? The spoof on the secret agent movies. Lately.
Austin Powers.
Yes, thank you, Austin Powers. It'd be Austin Powers. There'd be be Dr. Evil. Is it Dr. Evil?
Yeah.
See, Dr. Evil. he wants to. But I hear you, Nikki. I hear you. But what I'm saying is, there's smart people. All they've done is sit around and think about this problem in security. Right. And there are probably more than one solution that will work. We just need to pick one and make it happen.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
A lot of our phones have facial recognition and stuff like that. And unless someone's going to steal your whole head to just log onto your phone or whatever.
But I can see him peeling your face off.
God. I put the goofiest when I have to open my phone like that. If I'm not smiling, it won't open. I have to grin for my phone to open, well, now everybody knows, but it won't just open if I am just regular faced. I have to give the smile. Otherwise it won't register at all.
I think you should have to pick a tune from a Broadway musical and sing it to get in. It's like memory. You have all these people singing to log in.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh geez. I have so many songs in my head now.
That's right.
But thank you, my sister. This was an awesome book because these are going to be some great conversations because that spurred on a half an hour talk with one question. I
can hear Nikki singing Black Betty, bam to lam to whoa, Black Betty, bam to lam.
Oh gosh. Anyway, that's totally lost my mind. I have one more book. My husband got a very interesting book too. And I did want to touch on that because this one is going to spur all kinds of questions for me and for the ladies out there who may not know these answers. So my husband got a book and it is called Why Are My Nuts in the Toilet Water? From Alan Mahon.
I know what he's talking
Okay.
about. Yeah, the older you get, the lot further down your nuts hang.
And
what's
it is a book.
that?
It's a very thin book, but it is a book. And he asks some very hilarious questions about men and aging. Okay. Number one, the book is printed very large for older people. Okay. So I can see it fine.
That's right.
But his main question.
I don't need glasses. I just need longer arms.
Is why are my nuts in the toilet water? Now, I really didn't know that men have this issue. You know, women get their asses wet when the men don't put the seat down. We've all dealt with that issue, up or down, you know.
Why are you just randomly plopping down on something without looking at it first? That was always my thing.
That's what the men say. You know, the men tell them, because in the middle of the night, women are just want to take a pee. They don't want to do that. But anyhow, that we could go round and round with the toilet seat up or down issue.
Well, you know, what I got from my toilet was one of those things where it has little LEDs that shine in the toilet bowl that kind of glows at night. A perfect solution. You have to touch anything. You walk in there and it's glowing some color.
Your golden glowing.
Well, it's not golden usually.
I don't think I would ever want to put a spotlight on what goes on in my toilet. I think that would be a bad plan.
I'm sorry, Nikki. Go ahead. I interrupt you.
Oh, okay. My goodness.
Let's be ordered.
Anyway, he talks about the things that happen when you get older and how the boys drop, I guess, just like girls drop. Okay. And depending on whether you wear boxers or briefs, you would experience this problem. Just like some women, you know, don't wear bras. So they're going to hang a little bit lower later in life. So good morning, Stevie B in the house. And boy, you came in at a really weird time because we're now talking about saggy part.
Well, you know, it's kind of like payback for all those women who had the small boobs, right? Because they tend to hang down less.
Yeah.
Right. It's like women when they're strutting around when they're young and they got the big ones. It's like your day is coming and it's not lost, not far out, right?
Unless they're fake, and then you have an old lady with some perky boobs. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I would be
best looking rack in the moratorium. Yeah, that's great.
I would be for that.
Old folks home.
I think Medicare they should have free boob jobs. That way, all women on Medicare, they can get a certain point in their life and they can have them perked up again.
Oh, geez.
You know,
well, I guess that goes for balls too. You can have a ball tuck, I guess.
Well, I don't, but the technology is not nearly as involved, I don't think, or developed. But I guess they have it.
That's hilarious. So,
well, you know, they have
the first chapter of the book.
They have penis enlargement technologies.
Yes, they do.
They're starting to break through. It's like, oh my God.
Well, this gentleman is suggesting
that's like crickets after that one, wasn't it?
It always makes me think of the Joe Rogan joke about it. Is Joe Rogan? This is several years ago. Is like, if dick pills were real, men would figure out, okay, what's the maximum amount I can take that would kill me, and I'll take one pill less.
That's right.
Yikes. That's crazy.
Yes, we as men, we seem to be the ones preoccupied with that. Most women I know are not, they don't give a shit one way or another. They're not preoccupied with that at all. Would you say, Nikki?
Preoccupied with what?
With
penis size.
Penis size.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Oh, you are?
Size matters. Don't ever let anybody tell you that. Not true.
You're the first woman I've known personally that said that.
Oh,
so you're saying all the other
I'm
women
sure there's a lot
are
of
just
women
trying to make us feel good.
Hey, you have a partner. You got to make them feel good. So you would never say that to somebody you're in the bed with at the time.
Okay.
But size matters. Sorry.
Well, you can be too big, can't you?
Now, women will say it's all about how you use it, though. Okay.
Yes.
So you could have something less magnanimous. Okay, you could have something less, but if you know how to use it, it's all good. And some women don't want something, bigger. So it just depends on the woman. But
I'm going to have to reevaluate my whole life because women have been telling me my whole life, honey, you're just perfect.
Stevie says
you're
size
just
matters.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're just perfect.
It does. I mean, for most women, you got to reach a certain spot, and that spot isn't like right there. Okay, you got to reach it. And
I thought it was right there.
No,
they've been lying to us all this time.
Well, you can have different kinds of orgasms, so you can excite a woman in several different ways, but the G is way in there. So for most women, so you've got to be able to reach that. That's all I'm saying.
See, now I know where the G is. I would not consider the G way in there. Just my opinion. I don't have one, but I know where they are, and I've discovered them more than once. And I would have to say, not really that deep in there. But that's what I would say.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not
still, Nikki. Are you still happy about getting that book now?
This is my sister's fault, and I will blame her. But
I mean, I don't have a JJ, so what would I?
Right. Well, let me tell you, women have also discovered the art of fakery.
What?
And yeah, I need to get that little clip from when Harry met Sally, because I saw that. We can fake it. We can, when you ain't hitting it and it's gone on way too long. Let's just get it over with. It happens. Let me tell you. And we love our men. That doesn't change that fact. But if we want to end something, we will end it.
Let me explain this.
Okay? Oh boy. Here we go.
Why?
Hang on, everybody.
Look at all of the lesbian women we have.
Yeah.
And what we're all starting to discover is lesbianism is a lot more common than we used to think.
Right.
Okay. So these women are getting turned on by other women who don't even have one. And they're satisfied. So explain that to me.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Lesbians are excited by other lesbians who don't even have.
Have what?
One of those.
Yeah, but see, you don't have to have a penis to have a woman have an orgasm.
Yeah, I know. Well, to be satisfied though.
We don't need that. You just need to hit our spot in the right way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you're telling me size matters.
It does.
Well,
it does. But
you're sleeping with another woman.
Yeah, but women don't have to use just our fingers. There are things called. This is the electronic age. You do realize that, right?
What?
dear. I've my sex life is dependent on that for years. But go ahead.
So no, I mean they'll just find a way, and I'm sure they'll find a way. I don't know. I have not experienced that, but I think that's just.
Oh my God!
I think
I'm crushed now. Here's my whole self identity now needs to be reevaluated.
Oh God!
Where am I? I'm floating. Oh my God!
So quick consensus: in the chat for all the ladies out there. Does size matter? Just a simple yes or no.
Yeah, you.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Okay.
Good morning, Brandy.
They're not saying anything now.
They're not saying anything. Yeah. Hose videos.
Well, Stevie B, but anyway,
It's.
I better keep my mouth shut.
Now you're going to keep your mouth shut?
It's too late, and that was just the first.
You tart. You.
Typo. He does have a solution for your nuts, though.
Okay,
He wants to create a nut nest.
We
he wants to sell a nut nest.
A nut nest?
Yeah. So
would that be
it's kind of like a bra for balls, I guess.
a nut zere?
Yeah, a nut zere.
That would work.
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
isn't that what a jock is?
Yeah.
A jock.
Yeah, I guess so. He's called it a nut nest.
You're running down the basketball court. Those boys aren't flopping all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Basketball wouldn't be possible without a nut zere.
Well, I'm going to save the next questions for the next.
Oh my God, we've got a whole book full of them.
We're good to go for at least the next 5 or 6.
God. All right, for next New Year's.
5 or 6 videos. So thank you, my darling sister, for that. It's hilarious. I loved them. I love all of them because I'm going to use them. And
you're never too young to learn. We should be taking it into the first grade and kindergarten and sitting around on the floor and having this discussion with kids. Come on. Let's be open-minded. Let's be liberal. Let's be open-minded.
Oh,
you were going a little beyond what we were just talking about, Chad.
And I'm the one that gets.
And to be fair, that was Spooky that was throwing that stuff out. So
yeah,
Spooky. He's the one.
Oh yes.
I haven't heard any of that stuff yet. So, I mean, I've seen very little of controversy so far because all I hear is you guys saying, "Don't say that, don't say that. We're gonna get taken down." You know, they're so scared now. And I don't know, Chad. You have like 2 hits from what I hear. So one more and could be disastrous. It could be disastrous.
Wait. So there is rules on YouTube about what you can and cannot talk about.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Really? And some of them have nothing to do with the sexual stuff. It has to do with a lot of
I mean, I could see
stuff.
Medical stuff, political stuff.
I can see like pedophilia or something like that, but they really
you have to say trigger. Yeah, you have to say words to substitute the real word. Yeah. Don't really say that word. Say, pedo.
Yeah, don't say that again.
Don't say it again.
Oh my God.
It's not really. This isn't really XXX. This is just. This is
medical.
High school.
What we're talking about is medical. It's purely.
That's not any good either. Can't do anything anymore.
We just went through 2 years of not being able to talk about medical stuff. That
I know,
man.
There's like trigger words that'll probably trigger the algorithm. Stupid. Mm-hmm. So informative. Thank you, sister. That's the word. It was just informative. That's all. And it's
transformative.
Great.
Yeah.
I guess we can't just train ourselves with science facts anymore. Certain science is forbidden.
Yeah.
Certainly topics are forbidden.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but it just depends how you use them. And we're using them in a pretty light manner. It's not all.
We're not in any danger yet.
But don't make me buzz you. Don't make me do the buzz. So
Okay, well, now I'm going to have to go look into the penile enlargement devices. I didn't think it. I thought I was okay, but I'm going to have to reevaluate my whole approach.
The jig is up. The jig is up for sure.
Yeah. Now I just should assume all the women I'm with are faking it. They're faking it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Enzo. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was the wrong one. I meant this one. Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, I got one of those.
There he goes.
Oh, too fun. I'm just that was a good. It was a good conversation, though, don't you think?
I thought it was.
Because look at the time. The hour has gone by like that.
Like, yeah, let's beat Jojo down. He's got to reevaluate his entire existence now. I mean, all the times the ladies
Jojo needs to make some returns to Amazon now.
All the times the ladies are giggling, I thought it was my jokes.
Oops, I froze up a little bit.
They were laughing at you.
Okay, there we go.
I bet my destiny walks by cute. Yeah.
Yeah, usually we're not that racy, but it's because of my sister and these books she sent that I based this entire show on. But I appreciate it because these are like I know. Imagine if we're drinking, that show's going to end up like the chop for sure.
Just the G spot. I might not even be getting close. I've just been faked on.
Faked on.
I'm not even close. I'm out of the park. I'm not even in the what's the word I'm looking for?
Ballpark.
Yeah, I'm not in the ballpark.
Well, you could be, like I said, there's many different ways.
Don't try to save it now, Nikki. I tell you.
I don't know what kind of game you got, so
I don't either now. I don't have any idea what kind of game I got. I got no game, possibly.
I wouldn't know what to tell you.
Come here, Jojo. Come here, Jojo. Little Jojo.
Oh, this is too much now. We got what does this say? Nikki, go live one night and continue this conversation. All girls show part 2. We do need to have
that would actually be pretty amazing.
I'd tune in and watch that.
We had an all girls show that was great. I had like 9 girls on, and we just had a blast. And then I tried to have a second one, but it didn't quite work out because of timing, that not everybody could show up. So we need to figure out a good time you girls want to get together so we can have another ladies' night. And maybe we will talk about
size matters. Okay.
Yeah.
I will tune into that.
The issue taken care of and have the main combo. So a lot of my girls are here. Stevie, Jen, Miss Dill, have to have Miss Dill. That is not a conversation without her. Brandy, my sister. Look, Sandra, we need to have that. That's my game.
At least tell me this much.
Okay.
They say the average statistic is 5.5. Okay, for men. Okay, just put it out there. Is that okay?
That's probably okay. Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's probably okay. But again, it's how you use it. So
it's how you use it.
How you use it.
What's your opinion on the newest thing with like on dating sites right now is the 666? The man needs to be over 6 feet tall, 6 inches in length, and make 6 figures.
Oh,
that's awesome. When did that happen?
When did that happen? That's pretty
That's
cool.
that's the standard nowadays on a lot of dating sites.
So if you get a shirt
that's even
thing-
more than I thought. Well, I think a lot of women think that in their head, but women really respond to any man who's going to really give them that attention. Okay.
See, I
And
don't think
it's not-
attention matters a lot.
It what?
Yeah.
It doesn't?
Attention matters a lot.
Oh, it matters. It matters a lot. Yeah.
They like a man that's
Sure.
that's hanging on their every word. It's listening
Yeah.
to their day. Like they
Yeah.
say, how was your day? See, here's the other thing I heard that women don't like that all men tend to do is men tend to want to solve your problem rather than just listen to your problem. Sometimes
Right.
women just want to be listened to. But men go into problem solving mode real quick. And then we stop listening to you. We're like, okay, we got enough information. Shut up. We're going to solve this problem now. So do this.
Right.
And that we're all into that.
Well,
And I felt
women
myself
tend
doing that too.
to be more emotional. We tend to be just more emotional, and we think with our hearts more than our minds when we're in that state. When men tend to be a little bit opposite, they just want to cure the problem, fix the problem, and so they think with their minds. That okay,
men are like, let's spend 3 minutes. I'll tell you what the solution is. Then let's eat. Yeah.
Maybe we don't want you to go get us a blanket to cover us because we're cold. We want you to hold us. There could be totally different.
I've had that all wrong.
It could be totally different what we want or need. Man. And it all comes down to communication. If you don't communicate with your loved one, then the things are going to get really mixed up, and you have to do that because remember, relationships are work. They just very few come easy. Okay,
well,
don't work. You have to work at them. And
I'm all about communication. Shut the hell up and listen to me.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's why you're not married right now.
That's right, I'm not married now. So shut up. I'm telling you, I got the solution. Just shut up. And then we can eat dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
there you go. I'm not even going to say anything.
Is women that start telling about their problem and they're not specific enough because men, we want facts.
Are you asking for facts?
Yes. Because they'll say, okay, Martha, the bitch I work with. I'm in a bad mood. She said something hurt my feelings. What'd she say? Oh, just stuff. It's not necessary.
Okay.
And so what did they say? Stuff about work. What is it? Well,
Well, that goes along.
Pisses off. You've been pissed off before.
Right.
All right.
That goes along with every man has seen, the woman.
Yeah.
Honey, what's wrong? Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, then something's wrong. Then something is wrong.
You can't go past that. There's nothing the man could do at that point but just turn and walk away.
No, you have to get those ones early on.
Okay, here's the other one.
Too late.
Here's the other one, Enzo, other type. Do these jeans make my butt look big?
Oh, trap every time.
How do you answer that? If you say, no, they don't, or it's like, well, then how about the other jeans? How come you never told me they made my butt look fat?
Well, then that's when you have to say, no, they look great. And you go and you give her a hug and a kiss and you say, let's go out to eat, and you change the subject and you move on. But if you hesitate, that's the whole problem. Oh, no. You cannot hesitate when something like that.
Men have been trapped in this more than once.
Right? Well,
it's like, okay, here's another one. Do you like the pink or the blue slacks better? I was like, okay, I like the blue. Wait a minute.
What's wrong with the pimp?
Last time I asked you, why you gave me a different
Well,
answer.
you guys are giving like short answers, and you need to be more specific. Oh, I like the blue ones because you wore the pink ones last week. You can wear these ones this week.
Oh my god!
Or
It's so complicated.
It's the art of changing the subject, which probably, could probably.
Okay,
be
here's another
better.
one. You'll be in an argument with a woman, right? And I, as a man, know there's times like I am like 2 moves, right, on the chessboard for boom, winning this argument.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden she does a flip of argument. We're suddenly arguing about something else.
Something totally different, yeah.
Yeah, it's just totally different. It just comes out of nowhere.
Well, that's because she realizes she may lose the argument. So she needs to.
I'm like,
all hands on deck.
Just for one more move, and I've got her.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. That does happen. And
Nikki, you should run a men's advice.
A men's advice.
So,
call
men call in, and you give them
tell them
advice.
the truth. Give them the
Tell
truth.
them advice how to get out of this.
For all you non-666 men, pay attention. This is the only way you're going to get ahead.
That would be good too for the non-666.
It's actually a good idea for a show. This is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely.
That would be a good show. The non-666ers. You're here to help them get through their life, their sad little lives.
Yep.
We'll
tell you exactly how it is. I mean, every woman's going to be different. Some are going to need more touchy-feely, lovey stuff. Some won't need that. What they really want is help. If you're cohabitating, then they want help around the house. That love language could be pick up your damn underwear off the damn floor. It could be, we don't want to be your maids. We want to be your wife or your girlfriend. But the last thing we want to do is to clean up your toilet,
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's some give and take there. And I think that happens with a lot of couples who live together, is that for some reason the women end up being the maid as well as the wife or the girlfriend or whatever. Mm-hmm. We just, it's a give and take thing. So
so on the 666 thing, 2 of those 6s men really don't have control over.
Right.
True.
It's not yet. Okay.
But there's nothing like a tall drink of water.
And even the 6 figure could be hard for a lot of men. I could understand that.
Well, my husband's 5'10", but I'm only 5'5". So to me, he is 6 foot tall. To me, he is tall. So it depends on the woman again. You have a taller woman. She likes to have a man who's taller. That's not for all.
I can
women.
understand that.
But,
I can understand that.
Yeah,
I can understand that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the height thing, that's just a given type. Usually most women like to look up. They don't want to look down.
That first 6 is hard. You're not hitting the spot, buddy. You either hit it or you don't.
I think I hit something there. It's all about the use and but yeah, for most women, they will not have a second date with somebody who's beep. Yeah.
God, that's so cruel.
I know, isn't it? It is cruel. You have to be a really man. You have to have that
man. He takes you out for a nice dinner.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
he opens the door for you, makes you laugh at all your fucking jokes.
Well, listen,
and then all of a sudden you go,
first 6 depends on the last 6. If you're making over 6 figures, then we don't care about that one so much. Probably, I don't know.
That's the problem I have, is that the 6
if
figures.
he was making 7 figures, that first 6 you could slide on that.
Oh hell yeah! I think probably yeah.
So
but then you have the whole issue of, well,
He's buying you a new Lamborghini.
She loves
every
me
year.
for me. She loves me for my money thing. And that's worse. I think that's like a whole nother can of worms right there. So it depends on the woman. Is she a woman, what do you call
I remember my ex.
just after the money? Is she just after the money?
My ex, I asked her one time. I said, if I was rich, would you love me more? And she thought a second. She said, I might love you different. I remember thinking, what the hell does that mean? But I didn't want to know, so I didn't ask her. I'd love you different, I think. Different.
Gold digger. Thank you, Stevie. My coffee is empty, so I'm running out. Yeah, it depends if the woman's going to be a gold digger or not. And shallow, so you really got to find the right person. You got to find the right person who's going to satisfy you in all the different areas and who's going to participate in that relationship that goes back and forth.
We need to have your husband on the show.
No, we do not. No. No.
Are you trying to break up their marriage? What are you doing?
My husband will tell you one thing.
First thing I do to him is say, okay, reveal your numbers, please. Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
What are your numbers?
You can reveal his numbers. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
If I include the two numbers after the decimal point, then I meet the 6-figure income part. So
there's a decimal point. I didn't know there was a decimal point.
It's 6 figures. It's after the decimal is important.
Oh my God, I guess. Man, I'm just learning so much this morning. Whoa.
Hey, I'm here for your education.
Thank you.
I've learned a lot.
I am learning.
You guys didn't know what you were getting into.
Nope.
No.
So
maybe I should just concentrate on getting drunk, and it'd be a lot easier in life.
Oh man.
I see now why.
I don't even know.
New Year's is tomorrow. So
Enzo's he's got the bottle there to keep him happy. I understand now, Enzo. And if I knew half of this shit before this show, I'd be on the bottle too. Fuck that. Oh God. This is hard. It's a hard life. And I have no idea how hard. What?
So if I were to have my husband on, the only thing he would say would be that I'm right. Seriously. He would say she's right. And that would be pretty much it. Because he wouldn't someone will suffer the wrath later if he didn't say what I'd want him to say. It would be
I see.
I'm right. He knows when to battle me, and I know when to battle him. And that's just because we've been married for 22 years. 22 years. So it you give and take. He wins some, I win some, He takes the garbage out, I put the liner in. It's just automatic. Some things finally get automatic.
You ever watch Steve Harvey on Family Feud?
Occasionally.
Every once in a while, the husbands will blurt out an answer, and he'll look at him and say, "You are an idiot."
Oh, jeez. Does he?
Yeah. But it's really funny. You are an idiot. Like he'll say something like, what's one thing your ex is better at than your current wife? He'd say, well, sex. And he looks at him and says, you are an idiot. For saying that out loud.
Yeah.
You are just an idiot.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's funny.
Good
answer.
We are already at the 9:20. Let's see. It's
1:20.
hour and 20 minutes already. Shall we keep going? Does everybody want us to keep going? I haven't even looked at. We've got about 13 people in right now.
I think I've had enough.
You've had enough for
humiliation. Yes.
Yeah. for this morning, and I'll just go to Dairy Queen and get me a peanut butter parfait and try to get through this.
Try to get through my show.
Hear about this. Don't let her lie to you guys. She gets pissed when he doesn't put the liner in after he takes the garbage out. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Oh, only when I go over there and I don't put the liner in and then I throw a bunch of shit in there and I'm like,
When I was growing up as a kid, my mom would get madder than hell if we didn't crush the milk cartons before putting them in the trash.
Oh, wow.
You can imagine milk cartons, they take up a lot of volume, right? She would lecture us again, right? Smash them up. And to this day, I smash the milk cartons.
As you should.
Yeah, because it's in me now.
Yeah. Okay, real quick. Did you used to have one of those little plastic liner things that you put your carton of milk in so you could hold the carton?
No.
As a kid, I remember having that little red plastic holder that you would slide the carton of milk into that had the handle.
I think I've seen them before, but I don't. We didn't have one. No.
That's when I got
one thing I've got pretty good size hands, huh?
Hey, now that's a whole nother subject. Women all have a body part on a man that will get them going. Did you knew that too? Just like men are either boob men or leg men, butt men.
Okay. Well,
men have a certain part of a woman that they're more attracted to. Well, the same thing with women, but it's not necessarily just their ass or their, junk. It's
they might be into the abs. They might be.
They could be in abs. They could be into hair or legs or whatever. But like for me, the hands up to the forearm, I'm attracted to a man who has a certain type of looking forearm.
You're like that good-looking Popeye forearm.
Sort of.
Popeye forearm.
Yeah, sort of. But I like, strong look on the arms. Yeah. And some men do not have that. They have skinny, long finger. That's not my type.
Look at my little bony arms.
Yeah, not my type. But you're a great guy.
Gee, thanks, Nikki.
You've got a great personality, Jojo.
You've got a great personality, Jojo.
Just put this basket over your head. Okay, that's a lot better now.
No, not your head. You're very attractive. Put it over your arms. For me, it was just put your clothes on or something.
Bear in mind, this is from a Bigfoot lover, so that she's got a different. You're falling into that profile.
She's like, put that sweater back on, that big fuzzy sweater. Put that back on.
Yeah. Ooh.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, this conversation is exhausting. I'm gonna have to go back to bed.
Yeah, Nikki's gonna go call her husband up and say, "Hey, honey, why don't you come home for lunch?
Can you shoot over the mountain
for lunch?" Yeah.
No, it's like 10:30. It's almost there. Is that too early for whiskey? Maybe not. Not today.
Oh, see, Stevie B says broad shoulders on a man.
Oh,
Oh, I can't wait. I am going to organize this, girls. I wish we could do it this Sunday on the regular show, but this really needs to stay on like a late night show for me. So we'll have to.
Because I want to watch.
You don't want to participate, Jojo? You don't want any more disappointment?
No. Whatever you want me to do, but I'll definitely watch.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, it's been a fun time. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on and joining me. And but it's almost that time to end the show. And my button for the music isn't working.
You need to have a merch shirt that says 666 on it. and some of us will think you mean the devil, but the rest of us will know. We know what she means.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not working. It's not. Why am I not working? I'm on. You guys are hearing me, right? I froze up.
You.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Hold on. We're going to be here a little bit longer because now nothing. Well, my hotkeys is what I'm talking about. I've been trying all my new nice stuff here, but it wouldn't go to branding for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it works now. Let me see. Whoops. Yeah, see, there it goes. This was supposed to come on when I'm getting ready to shut down, just so you guys can barely hear it, right? Or you can't hear it.
Slightly more, just slightly higher.
Yeah, when you speak, it overloads it where you can't hear it at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like on a scale of,
I don't want it too loud.
1 to 10, make it about a 2 or 3. It won't be too loud. It'll be about like a 2.
Okay, so because see that one you have to go to the Stream Deck and adjust it on there and all that business. So, but I appreciate you guys and looking forward to Tuesday your show, Jojo, in the morning if I get up.
That goes for all of us.
If you get up,
still
apologize to everybody if nobody shows up. So
yeah,
it happens.
It does. It does happen. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. New Year's, I'm going to have a show Sunday, New Year's Day, same time, 5 p.m. Mountain. Be there. I'll have something going on, I'm sure. I'll work on it. I promise. I'll work on it today.
All right.
And till then, gentlemen, bye-bye.